try to, it was more than just him involved in it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, people have to come and show face. They have to save face. They have to come and make it seem like it's not. Boxing, we know that it's a dirty game. It's very corrupt and it's racist. That's always been said throughout the course of boxing, and it's true. It's fun, and when people talk about it, it's fun and games to the same thing happen to you. That dealing with other fighters as well. No reason. What a coincidence. Everybody want to check gloves now. Everybody want to check things in line. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the words, once again, from Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, as he states that boxing is racist. He says that, it's funny that how people all of a sudden want to check gloves all of a sudden and check them now as opposed to before. Now, let me counterpunch. Deontay Wilder saying that, boxing is a racist sport. It has been in a lot of situations. People have showed their true colors in this history of the sport. People have said things that let you know, like, hey, you know what? That was some racist shit you just said there. You know what I'm saying? So it's boxing in general. I think the people that make the sport, mostly, the funny thing about boxing is boxing is a sport that consists of a lot of black and brown fighters. You don't have a lot of white fighters, but the fighters that you did have were from where? Eastern Europe. Triple G, Vasily Lomachenko, Sergey Kovalev. You had these guys that come from Eastern Europe. Some very, very talented. And those to name a few. But how are they compared? Look at Triple G. Triple G had a following. Okay, he had a following, and then HBO pumped him up, but everybody knows HBO was racist. So if he was referring to HBO, and the people that was under HBO that worked for HBO, yeah, they were. They showed favoritism, and I think it had a lot to do with a particular way they looked. So I think they were racist on that standpoint. However, as far as him taking credit for people now all of a sudden checking gloves, that's bullshit. Let me counterpunch. They've been checking gloves. If they weren't checking gloves and never checked gloves, look, Antonio Margarito would have never got fucking popped. Counterpunch. Jose Resto would have never got caught. Counterpunch. And that was in the fucking 80s. Okay? And Margarito, when he cheated, tried to cheat, Mosley, that was in the early 2009. Okay, because he fought Mayweather in 10. So they check gloves all the fucking time. And they get even tighter. And it makes it look that much unfucking believable when you sit there and say, hey, you know what? They checking it all of a sudden. No, Mayweather, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Mayweather. I'm going to tell you right now, he was checking them gloves. Hell no, ain't no patent these damn gloves. Ain't enough patent for him. So what are you going to say? How are you going to take credit for what people been doing? They ain't been doing that shit just because you had your glove issue. You didn't check the motherfuckers, obviously. So don't even give me that. If anything, you say and you claim that the gloves are being checked after they didn't check them for you. And who the fuck is they? They is JD ass. Okay? That is they right there. They're supposed to check the gloves and check the padding on the gloves and seeing if the gloves were kosher and seeing if they were correct. Obviously, you saying because my team fucked up. Now they're checking them because we've made such a fuss. No, that's not the truth. The truth is the matter is if those gloves were fucked up by Tyson Fury, your team didn't check them the way they supposed to. They didn't check them when he was putting them on, and they didn't fucking check them when the guy beat the shit out of you with them. Counterpunch. So I don't want to hear that, oh, if you notice all of a sudden, we now checking them. They checking them now. No. Fuck no. Hell to the no. That didn't just happen. You stop taking credit for shit that already is around, that's already present. Okay, people know how to check gloves. Maybe your fucking trainer don't know how to check gloves. And that's something that you refuse to understand because your fucking mind ain't set to betray a particular person, which I guess that's cool, but it's also very misleading because you're also manipulating yourself because you're not realizing certain factors. You probably was right. There was probably a snake in your grass and in your camp, but it wasn't the motherfucker that you fired. You fired the wrong motherfucker and you don't even know you did. You just think, I know something ain't right. You know what? Who stopped the fight? Mark Breland. Who kept the fight going? J. Diaz. Or wanted the fight keep going? J. Diaz. Who was in the corner that he was watching the fucking gloves getting wrapped? J. Diaz. Who was supposed to check the fucking gloves after that? J. Diaz. You probably fired Mark Breland before he could do it. Before he could check those gloves to see, well, let me see, let me check the padding and this, that, and the other. And well, before he can do that, you know what? Boom. You'd already kicked him out of the dressing room. You say, fuck you, Mark. You fired. I'm gonna fire your ass. Right? So again, don't take credit for shit that's already happening. Anyway, my rant's over. You guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder and his racist accusations on top of, the glove situation. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.